conversations with founders and builders here in DC.
I'm Erich Dylus, and my main company is my solo law firm, Varia Law, where I advise mostly startups, founders, regional small businesses, and occasionally co-counsel larger engagements that are technical. And then the other half of my time is spent with my startup CamoText, which is a privacy software startup. With that company, I build redaction and anonymization software. The software side, it's distribution and awareness and marketing. We are in a new era of software development, which is true for all software companies. Initially, it was just the economics and computer science of it. It was just very interesting, and I read about it without getting involved for too long. And then I started to really encounter the practical applications, whether it was international money transfers or an example I like to give, you would wait to transfer funds on an aircraft's loan or whatever the payment may be until it was physically located in a certain jurisdiction or over the ocean for tax purposes. And it's just one smart contract away from being completely solved. That's what really kicked me in. That's what got me to learn Solidity in earnest. And I've built many escrow contracts since then. The thing that is not getting talked about enough is how perfect of a complement crypto is for AI. And what I mean by that is the probabilistic nature of LLMs, the fact that they can do things with their own funds but need permissions, versus the deterministic smart contracts, if you have a key, you have control aspect. But just the basic concept that crypto very much still has a very important place in the next iteration of the economy, amid everyone losing their minds about the latest LLM, which is fair. I am too. I absolutely am too. But I think there's been a downward spiral of interest in smart contracts and things because of that. A lot of the basic stuff has been built and is ready. And there are so many great options for escrowed contingent payments or the streaming payments, like things like that. They're built, they're ready to go. We're waiting on good automated off-ramps and just a little more education. I think if you're not from DC or if you don't visit often, you don't realize how small of a town it is and how truly accessible all parts of the town are. If you want to go to one of these SEC roundtable task forces, you can go there and sit in the third row. Like, it is not difficult. And a lot of these sort of open house meetups and educational sessions, you can just go. Access is all around you, and there's always something going on. We're a train ride away from New York. We're not far from Miami. It's a great combination of being at crossroads that's still pretty small. So I'll definitely be at ETHDC or whatever we're calling it now, but it will remain ETHDC to me. Definitely be there. DC has a little bit of everything, and I think especially, I can say this now because I have some gray in my beard, young founders are excited to come here because there's a lot to do, and the quality of life is great. DC Dallas specifically, there's such a range of people in it, and I've met everyone from someone who's now in my fantasy football league to someone who is just fully retired and is super interested in all of this, and I think it's really cool. And ETHDC is a great event. I'm looking forward to it.